Maybe they got something orchestrated. That we know that he genuinely has a thing where he's a kid whisperer, okay? So I don't want to have no problems with her and Jaidyn. I don't want to live like that no more. I want this to be behind us. I want it to be done. I don't want to deal with it. Ma, I can't just leave the baby. I'm gonna just help her with the baby. Okay, you gonna help her with the baby? All right. I'm gonna bring security. I brought security. So you could do the co-parenting or help with the baby, whatever you're gonna do with the baby. Did he not? He tried. We all watched it for 3 days. His daddy got it on video. He did not want to move forward in a toxic relationship with chrisean, and he could see that she was still in that mindset. Maybe she's not now, and that's great. But he could see that she was still in that mindset that would have got him in trouble again. When he said no, she flipped the script again. And we all women, we all have that problem when it's no. What you mean no? I got the good. You know what I mean? We feel a certain type of way. I understand. I'm not saying I don't understand it. But he had to make the best decision for all of the kids, not just one of the kids. He had to make the best decision for even the future kids. And I'm glad that he was able to make the best decision for both of them. Now, because he made that decision, now they back enemies. Because ask yourself, why are they not speaking? Why, when they got out, they was cool. Why are they not speaking? Because he said she couldn't live there? But y'all don't never, ever put the cards on the table, because we as women feel like we got to stick together. And I get it, we do. But we can't do that when it's about some kids. We cannot do that when it's about some kids. She jumped up, she ran over there, even though she wasn't invited. She was down, she was there for 3 days, smiling and happy and giggling. But when the 3 days was up and he wanted to move forward, now we back to square one. And instead of y'all as women, as mothers, as people that want to help her, you could have said, that's okay. Y'all still can be friends and co-parent. Maybe he just feels like we can't live together. Me and Jonathan can't be in the house together for more than a couple hours either, because we going to talk too much. We know that. We move like that. That's what it is. Him and Jaidyn, on the other hand, have a different type of understanding. They don't hold grudges. They look at their kids, and that's their ultimate goal. So they put all of that aside when it comes to them kids. And yes, I trained them that way. I trained them specifically that way. I did the same thing with Callie and her baby daddy. Y'all remember when Callie and her baby daddy went through that? And then she wasn't going to let him see the baby. And wasn't letting him see the baby. And I was sneaking the baby over there to see the man. And I wasn't his bestie, but I could sit there and make sure that he had that bonding time with his baby. And look at him. They like this. Io and that baby is like this. Right? But imagine if she would have kept them away from each other for that whole year. Like she wanted to do, because she was angry and she was mad. Your mom is supposed to step in and tell you, don't do that. That baby don't got nothing to do with what y'all got going on. And if this man is saying he want to help with this baby, whether it's real, fake, or false, he wants to help. Let him help you with the baby. But then, next thing you know, when it was time for her to go home, we back to square one and y'all mad at him again. You mad at him because he wouldn't stay in the house with her and them to get back into domestic issues? That's what y'all mad at? How are y'all giving her the right advice? And the sad part is there's no one in her camp to give her the right advice. That's what breaks my heart for the whole situation. There's not a sane person in there to say, you knew you couldn't go over there and live with that man after all y'all been through. And then he got 3 other kids that he ain't seen in 3 days because you won't leave. Like, this is not okay, people. This not okay. Then he can't go over there and visit his kids for 3 days with Jaidyn, because when he get back, it's going to be a domestic violence, because she ain't going for that. Y'all knew what time it was. And then y'all play dumb and y'all her in, and then y'all make her feel like it's right. And the poor child, she can't even figure out what's right or what's wrong, because her fans fail her every time. I say, don't smoke that. Don't drink that. Don't do that. Don't listen to her. My auntie did it. My cousin did it. And them kids is fine. Y'all did that through the whole pregnancy. If the T-pages will pull out them messages, we can get somewhere. We would all get somewhere. Slandering her son is not okay. Slandering her son is never okay. Slandering anybody with a disability is never okay, because they can't defend themselves. But slandering the person who did it, they can defend themselves. And then y'all expect for him not to answer questions or talk about his perspective on something that happened to him in his life. Unfortunately, he was involved with this young lady. It went on for some time. It was the worst ever. And people are interviewing and asking them both questions. They asked them both questions about each other. So how is he going to not bring it up or talk about it if it's a part of his life? It'd be different if it was a stranger. You know how dumb and weird y'all look? Chrisean, why is he bringing up Chrisean? On her last interview, didn't she bring him up? Didn't she answer the questions? Haven't she always answered the Blueface questions on all her interviews? Why don't you fault the interviewer for asking those questions? Not the person. When we sit down, we don't be thinking, oh, I shouldn't answer that. We be thinking, let me answer this from my heart. Let me answer this from my perspective. And unfortunately, that was like 4 years of dealing with that. It's like people still talk about Whitney and Bobby to this day. So there's no way around it. And nobody gives a how you feel about, oh, well, stop bringing it up. No, he just got out of jail in November. She was just at his house trying to move in November. Her and the baby thought they was going to come and move in November. Of course they're going to have questions. I just don't like that y'all play so dumb, and I know y'all playing dumb. Or maybe y'all not, and that's really just how y'all are, but, I mean, if somebody say that the baby is not theirs, and if they keep saying that, I'm going to ask them to show up and do this DNA test publicly with me. Let's show up and do a DNA test together publicly. You pick the person that you want to do the DNA test. I'll pick one. We'll take 2 and we'll see how they come back. I would prove everybody and him don't play with me like that. I would never let a man keep saying, no, it ain't my baby, and then not offer a DNA test publicly. So maybe if y'all start to rework how y'all handle things, look, it's been 4 years. You know how many specialists he could have had by now, and how many times I offered, how much research I did. If you guys would have supported and pushed the right thing, he would already probably have braces on by now. The problem would already be fixed. But because you guys don't know how to co-parent, because you don't let your kids see their own father, because you don't like him, and he don't want to be with you no more, y'all agree to that. But that doesn't help the kids. That's a mistake that we make as women, as black women, and we got to stop doing that. We can't. White women do it too. Y'all do it too. Everybody do it. Mexicans too. When it don't go your way, nobody can have nothing. Even when Jaidyn did it, she apologized to me and said that was the wrong thing for me to do. She said that was the wrong thing for me to do because I'm not speaking to you. These are your grandkids. She apologized. I apologized to her for anything disrespectful I said. But the most important factor is that she saw ahead of her own feelings and how she felt about me. We did not speak for the first 3 or 4 visits. I just took the kids, the bag. She said, hey, and got back in her car. We didn't speak. That told me that she loved her kids more than she loved herself. Because not only should I have a relationship with my grandkids, you watched me raise Blue. You know what type of mother I am. You know what I'm going to give your children. I gave it to you and to Blue together. You know this already. You know how protective and how structured. You know what I'm going to do already. You was there the whole time. You helped me open Blue's college offer letters. You helped me, and you knew no one on his football team got one. And you knew that I put those packages together, sent them out to those colleges, helped him with his homework, prayed with him, took y'all to church, prayed with both of y'all. You knew all this. She knew all of that. That's why y'all also shouldn't be having kids with strangers, because you don't know. You don't know that somebody is good for your kids. You don't know that somebody can actually give you a mental break with your kids and you can know that your kids is cool. Do you know the type of mental break that Callie and Jaidyn get from being mothers? That helped me so much. So you know what? They over there making pancakes. They putting the little faces on them. They letting the kids cook. They're mimicking what they see that their kids love and what their kids need. And us as big mamas, that's what we supposed to be doing. When you see your grandchild's mother getting ready to spaz out, you really got to remember when you didn't have nobody to come give you no break. I didn't have that. I take that back. I had it when I begged and when I occasionally could get it, but wasn't nobody signing up to do no. I ain't never. Rest my grandma Bessie's soul. She did help me for 6 months one time when I really was like into the TV stuff and they thought I was going to make it. They definitely did step in. But even then, I couldn't let them keep my kids because when I went out there for a visit after 6 months, Andre got a broken arm from fighting. Blue got a black eye because Drake teaching him how to fight two people at once. Once I seen that they couldn't handle these that I had been raising in LA, I took my kids home. I took my kids home and I finished doing it myself and put my career to the side. And y'all seen me. Y'all seen me. I was right there. I was rubbing elbows, getting them checks, getting it going. I didn't blink to stop doing that shit for my kids. Didn't blink. No, I can't. This is going to take too much of this and I'm losing this over here. Did not blink. Turned into an Oompa Loompa and went home and started cooking and doing homework and watching over every little thing. So I say all of that to say, you guys have to do better with how you voice your opinions, not just in the circus, but like other pages and other people, even y'all lying and telling that girl that she looked good big like that. This does not the time to lie. She's at the peak of her career. You're supposed to encourage her to get in the gym, get that looking like sexy, looking like Glow, looking like Megan. Like you got to tighten that real up. Nope. What y'all do? Y'all like to, I just don't understand how y'all, and we love y'all. We love y'all opinions. We love y'all voicing how y'all feel, but some of y'all be so far in the left field. I'll never forget how many of y'all told me to mind my own business when I said, "Oh no, don't lift weights. That could cause a hernia. Don't lift them heavy weights." Remember that? Then I said, "Don't smoke that. Don't drink that," because I know some people when they tell people they could smoke while they're pregnant, because some of you ladies do it, but you take a little puff. You take a little puff off of the papers. You don't smoke the tobacco. Y'all do a little. I know y'all do. I got girlfriends that smoke. I know y'all hit a little bit once for the day. Y'all didn't even tell the girl, "Oh, no, you can't do it like that. You got to do it like this." You just said, "Oh, you can smoke while you pregnant." So now it may not even be her fault. She taking the whole blunt to the baby because y'all told her you could. That's what I mean about y'all direction be so up and then y'all claim y'all love somebody. We know why y'all really team support, because we know y'all helped do the damage. We know what y'all did. Y'all know what y'all did, and I know a lot of y'all feel bad. I know a lot of y'all feel bad that you didn't say, "No, chrisean, you ain't supposed to never hit your boyfriend mama, and you ain't supposed to stand there and call your boyfriend mama no, and you definitely ain't supposed to stand there and try to protect him while he talking to his mama, because that's his mama." If y'all had got that, nipped that in the bud right then, we wouldn't have had all this division. If y'all would have nipped that in the bud right then, we wouldn't have had all this division. You were supposed to say, "Girl, you might need that lady to help you with that baby one day." No. That's what y'all was supposed to say. I was having a conversation with my son about how I felt about certain things, and I was talking to him the way I talk to my kids. She did not appreciate it, so she inserted herself. Okay, that's what happened. You was not there, so you wouldn't know. But no matter what it is, you don't never call your man's mama no. You know how much I did want to call my sister-in-law and my man's mama, and I never would. I don't even think my mama did that, and my mama gonna say something. I don't even think my mama did that to my grandmama. But you guys got it. You've been doing a great job, and we'll just keep letting you do your due, because you guys got all the answers, and you guys are doing a great job, by the way. We're watching you, and everything's turning out great. She don't got nobody in a frenzy but y'all. We're just discussing some unfortunate trauma that we all experienced. Okay? That's all we're doing. It's nowhere in my book. It's not on one single solitary page of my book. We see the Lord's word. We see what he decided for everyone. We see. Thank you, Des, girl. I just try to explain it the best way, and sometimes my words don't always come out right because I be in my feelings sometimes when the weirdos say weird shit, and then I might forget about somebody else's feelings, and I've been working on that. If y'all haven't noticed, I really have been working on that because I really could say some that will flatline everybody, but that's not what I'm trying to do. That's not what I want to do. I just want it to be to the point where you guys give good direction, because the direction that you have given has a lot of things up indefinitely. Like some things we can't get back. We can't change them. And even with you telling you, like, even with my sons and my kids, y'all agreeing with what they say when you should know better. You should never be sitting here agreeing with nothing. 3 months had more opportunity in life than y'all had, and you sitting there agreeing with them. Dumb, y'all really look to our whole family for real? Really, like they can't believe it. When I have sacrificed more for them, their life, their opportunities, their education, than your mama have ever done for you. It's insane to me. I'm looking at all those people talk about their moms, and they got valid points. You're right. China's kids, them is valid points. Them is valid points they got. But my kids whining and complaining because I had to work a lot, and who the fuck was fixing to come pay our rent? Your dad was over there paying the Mexican lady rent. I'm trying to figure it all out. Like, who was supposed to come to the rescue? Jonathan went to 2 proms. That was not Jonathan's prom. Who was fixing to go get that $500? Can y'all hear me still or no? Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? You can hear me? Now we can hear you. Okay. That was Jaidyn calling. Y'all must be tagging her. What was I saying now? They must have tagged Jaidyn. She started calling me right now. Why did you tell Jaidyn business that's low? When did I tell her business? Oh, why did John tell her business? John Ben said that a long time ago.